Hello everybody, welcome back to He Is Coming. Last time in our run we managed to become a champion, so we can view our champions here today. How far did we go? We got defeated immediately by this bomb build. What a shame. So they just have cherry cocktails 7 times. So that's 21 damage. But increase all of those by 1. And all the wounded goes off. Yeah, I can see why we didn't win. It's just too many of these explosions. And the extra 1 damage on top. We would have needed much more health to stand out against that. Just so many cherry cocktails. And it's got to go through all of his turn before it just tells us that we've died. Alright, well, so far we have not had a great success with our champions, but we continue to try. Let's see what we're taking out today. If I can check this, we can see the wins that we've now had. Where is the cherry cocktail ingredients? Because maybe we'll just do that. So, there's the cherry. There's the vampiric wine, so it's going to be 2-3. And then what to go with it? I can't think of anything specific they had in their build that was like the other parts that made it really good. Where is that? Whenever you lose armor, deal 1 damage is not it. It might even be in one of these. There's the explosive powder. There's the swordsman's talisman. So the third thing that we take is kind of up to us. Something with good armor would be nice. Maybe we do this. We could try and take granite egg. We could also cook with the grilling skewer. So we'll do a 2-3-6 today. Be on the lookout for cherries and wine. Cherries and wine for days. This guy, just a fairly generic fight with some thorns and some extra health. So we want to find farms. We want to find cauldrons. The odds are, almost certainly, we are not going to be able to recreate a build that we just saw somebody else crush. I think the math just isn't good for finding all of that stuff on its own. I'm not seeing much in the way of horses or golem territory around us, which is unideal, given what we're currently holding. There's a horse there. There's a teleporter here. Well, there's a cherry. We wanted a cherry. Oh, there's a golem, so we can golem these. And then I would be quite happy to take the horse either to a cauldron or to a farm. We get the cauldron. Wow, what a trip we just took. So now we want to find vampiric wine. Or I will take that, you know? Cherry blade. Battlestar and exposed deal 4 damage. There's a bridge out there and a bridge out here, which is very rude. We probably want to heal before this upcoming combat. That's one way to do that. An edge would be nice. A shop would be okay. 12 gold. Explosive powder is definitely something we want for this build. It's just a case now of, are we going to be able to find all the rest of the stuff that we want? Or even, are we going to be able to win this fight? I think we're going to win this fight. Yes. Right, we should take an edge, given the option. We could golem those, perhaps, give the enemy freeze. This is terrible. Holy. Can't strike, turn start, deal 2 damage per book. Gain 1 additional strike, and our speed is higher. I think that is the perfect thing we need to win. So we're going to go first. We're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage twice before any of their stuff gets to happen. So let's just do that fight right now. We have the, I think, the perfect counter to this. Yeah. Sorry, pal. Okay, that gives us a lot of time to try and hunt down cherries and vampiric wine. But also, now I really want to find a golem. Special Trader is an interesting one. Touch that. I'm not doing Swift Strike Belts right now. I should check what this guy's working with. Lots of explosives. Explosives and Riptide. Okay. There's our cauldron. We have this teleporter here. There should be a golem. I mean, there's that golem there. I don't know if there'll be another one on this side of all of that stuff. There's one of our vampiric wines that we want. There's a cherry. Okay. There is an oil. Let's take the armor. Then the cauldron was down here. Oh, the cauldron is around 2 broken bridges, which is a real pain in the butt. So that is battle start and wounded, deal 3 damage and restore 3 health, plus 1 extra. There is a golem. We're gonna go combine what we've got. We still have a whole day, or a whole set of days. If we could fairy any of these things when we decide that they're definitely not feasible for us anymore, I'd be okay with that. There's a wine. There's a cherry. Guess we're just going down through here. Unless there's a horse very nearby, in which case I would consider finding another cooking pot elsewhere. I think that holds value to us simply in finding a higher variety of places to go. More chests available and the like. Also, we should be looking out for farms in the area if we can. There's a teleporter up there, which is the... No, there's a teleporter down here as well. Is that far? Oh, no, that's super golems. Okay. None of that. Thanks. So, super mega golem is very interesting prospect. Obviously. I want to find more vampiric wine right now. We've hit the east side of the board. Get all oiled up. See what this is offering us. Prone items. Alright, we are running out of time fast. So, we should take the Super Mega Golem. What are we going to take it on? Probably just the leather vest, because our first turn temporary attack is doing 1 turn's worth of stuff, and we don't have multiple. Oh, we do have 1 additional strike. We do have 1 additional strike. But I think just getting this value is unmatched. And are we going to get to there before this day ends? And then we really want to think about finding a shop for the Sanguine Chain, I think it's called. The first time the enemy takes damage from a bomb, double it. 4 damage. If you have armor, restore 2 health. I'll take that for right now. Sure. Then we just kind of have to hope we win this fight. We are at full health. No better time than right now, I think. We are faster. Good. Nay, bother. Alright, they got 49 health, which is a lot. We don't have the Redwood Roast in our arsenal, so getting more max HP is not going to be the simplest thing. Farms, food, shops. These are all things that interest me right now. This is 3 health, but we have base armor, so it's like not the most helpful thing in the world, I think. I could go and golem them together just to have 6 health. But at the same time, we have very limited space for them doing more cooking that we want to do. So there's that to worry about. There is a cauldron that is not far away from that, which is nice, as well as a bonfire. Can't strike, turn start, spend 1 speed to give the enemy 2 acid and 2 poison. Interesting. With 8 speed, this is very intriguing. Battle start exposed, deal 4 damage. We're not going to win on this explosive here. Do we ever take this? We replace the cracked whetstone soon, because this doesn't strike. We could fairy it, try and get something good. Let's live a little. You know? Were you a fairy? No, you're a cooking pot. I swear there was a fairy right around here a second ago. Crone item as well, perhaps? And a horse. I swear we saw a fairy not that long ago. There's one there. There's one here. Battle start, restore 6 health. That is not very helpful. If you have 0 base armor, double it. I mean, 6 health is something, for sure. So, Counter-Strike, spend 1 speed to give the enemy 2 acid and 2 poison. I would love a honey and honey and a lemon. But right now, that's unlikely. Another cherry. Honestly, we're mixing such different brands of synergy right now. I'm not sure this is really going to work out, but we're here now. They've got a lot of healing going on. Hadn't really internalized that so much. Are we ever getting them down? It does not look like it, does it? Not in the time that they're going to take out this 11 damage. What if this is giving them such high max HP? Diamond Life Fruit Gauntlet is helping a lot, I guess. Alright, well... it wasn't to be, but we'll go again. Cherry immediately. They are going for that, so one of those cancels out the armor they're going to keep getting. I will grab one of those just for this very early game, because it gets through enemies nicely. A vampiric wine. And we're off. There is a grave over there somewhere. There was a teleporter just beneath us. See if we can find that grave in a second. Though, really need a cauldron first. But since I'm here, whenever you deal non-weapon damage to the enemy, deal 1 additional damage is incredible. That is one of the things that we need to make this whole thing work. 4, 8, 12 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We need to heal. That helps a lot. Nearest fire, back where we came from. I hate it. Are we even going to get to that fire today? No. 1 step off and I'm mad. Take me to a cauldron, I suppose. Right, the healing is nice. More healing. Even more healing. I would like anything other than this thing that is something that can help. That helps a lot. Alright, off to this fight we go. Hopefully we kill them fast. The acid is not doing what I wanted it to because of the way the turn order's going, but we win. Farm over there is something I want to see. Shop is also interesting to me. Deal 1 damage to the enemy. Increase the damage of your next bomb that triggers by 3. Yeah. Roll once. Love that helmet, but I don't think now is the time for it. What I do want is this farm to give me some stuff that I would like. Problem is, I would like to find one of the foods I need before the farmer so I can take the other food I want. But in this case, we are just going to take the cherry bomb first. We'll get rid of that. I need to get rid of this weapon, honestly. Turn start if the enemy is stunned, gain 1 additional strike. None of this is stuff I want, though. Honestly, I would take the this guy again. The cherry. Yeah, we'll do that. That's not how that works. Where was our cauldron? There, nowhere near a teleporter, of course. That would be too simple. Okay, there should be at least an edge and an oil nearby that I can take use of. There's an oil. Fairy ain't it right now. Golem. Start start if you have less speed than the enemy, gain attack equal to your speed. Turn start if you have any status effects, spend 1 to decrease. These are not the things I want to see. I just feel like I'm doing a bad job of navigating today. Battle starts from 50% of your health to that amount of armor. Gain 2 armor, lose 1 health. Enemy strikes, ignore armor. We're not on a poison threat. If we do this, then we'll become wounded immediately and then get a bunch of that health back, maybe? I do want to get into a fight real fast, or that too. Can I please get into a fight real fast? -2 is not the kind of fight I wanted to get into. Should I have thought about my order more carefully? This has not gone to plan. Oh dear. All right, one more. Run it back, run it back. They have enemy strikes, ignore armor, some riptide, and some healing. Okay. No idea what we're going to find to start us off here. Some explosive stuff, evidently. I will view this in the light of day in a second. Just to see what it is we could be benefiting from. Okay, let's go see what this place has for trade, if it's anything we want to come back for. First time the enemy becomes wounded, trigger all of your wounded items is one of them. Okay, also above our heads here is a looking glass. Gnome for a second edge is very big. If we could find a first edge around here, I'd be very happy about it. I thought that bird was going to fly over that gap then, which would be a very amusing addition. We are not finding an edge here, which is upsetting me, because we really don't have much else to power our run with. And to lose such a positive start to not getting the things that you need is going to be very sad. On hit, restore 1. On hit, gain 2, 1, take 1. We'll restore 1. And then we are not making that climb in that time. It's a damn shame. I suspect we're not going to win this, and I'm going to feel bad about it. Because we just have... get some healing. So close. God damn. Just let everything go perfectly right for me. Why don't you? It's certainly an interesting start. Horse over there. Might be a golem somewhere within all of this, so we'll touch that and... well, there you go. It's not really something I want, but hey. It's also not really a weapon I want long term, so I will take that instead. Love that long term. Convert 2 speed to 1 attack. Give the enemy 3 freeze. We can probably find a lot of speed. There's certainly something we've done before. Golem is right there, so I will come and give it one of those. Horse to where? Great question. Honestly, I'm going to stay here and look for an oil. Would be huge. Books there is also interesting. There's an oil. On attack, obviously. We want more speed. Now, leather vest is speed, but it ruins a lot of other stuff, so unideal. Must be said, unideal. Shopping. Turn start if you have armor, restore 2 health. That'll start if you have more speed than armor. Stun the enemy for 2 turns. Gives 3 armor. Both not ideal things for us right now. Although, no, we're going to get armor, so... no, but we want base armor. Whenever you have armor, temporarily gain 2 attack, -1 speed. If you have more speed than the enemy, we don't. I think we're just not getting another solid run going today. They only have 6 health left, though. So we do muddle through that. Give me the speed. Restore 1 health, convert 1 speed to 3 armor. Convert 2 speed to 1 attack. I need speed potions, and a lot of them. There's 1. We will do this, and are we anywhere able to get towards a golem? Yes. Is there a teleporter near here that I should touch before I go to that golem? Giving me a way back to explore where I'm currently at. Are these different? No, this one just has the the flower in the art, which I hadn't really noticed the change. There's also just a bunch of stuff around here for us. Even more abandoned weapons location. Honestly, we were hypothesizing doing a cherry bomb thing, but it's just not happening right now. I don't want the armor. Battle start, if your health is full, gain 5 armor. Battle start, the enemy loses 50% of health and gains that much armor. Alright, we take another one of those and come back to our golem buddy. We've got 2 speed to 1 attack on hit. So we get 4 attack immediately. Because we attack twice in our first turn. Take one of these. I should think about what food I want to combine with my weapon, because that's something we should do at some point. Equally, we could cook this steak as well. Gonna find a grave in a moment. Right here, do I want to touch that? Or do I want to do the fight and then have the inventory space for the thing I'm going to get? Let's do the fight. Alright, we're going to get stunned in a little bit. That'll give them an additional strike. Damn, they heal way faster than we are. Alright, I'm going to put that down for today. Thank you guys ever so much for hanging out. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.